Welcome to my shed. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about dignity in dying. Now, I know this is quite an emotive subject, but it's something that means a lot to me, and I wanted to share it with you. Now, the main thing here, like I said, it's quite emotive, and people all have different opinions on it. But one of the big things that I've found is that people don't really, not so much I don't understand it, but they don't know what it means, what it's about, and they have a lot of preconceived ideas what it's about, and most of them are wrong. So I wanted to go through a few of the bits, what it's about. So, dignity in dying. What's our position? We believe assisted dying is for terminally ill, mentally competent adults, and they should have the legal right to make the choice to end their life. Again, like I said, that's quite emotive. At the moment, they don't have any choice. They are left to die by the nature of their illness, and it's often in a lot of pain and dragged out over a long period of time. Now, the other thing that I want to say is that these people, they're not suicidal. They want to live, but they don't have that choice. They are going to die. They've got a terminal illness and they're going to die. I wish that could be different, but it's not. I've had friends that have gone through this. I've had family members that have gone through this for various things, whether it's cancer, motor neurone, and there's a wide range. And the last 3-6 months, whatever, has been a nightmare, and they haven't wanted to live that. At the end of the day, if you was to have a dog or a cat or a pet and you didn't put them down, you would be, the police would get involved because it'd be cruelty. But strange enough, we can do it to humans. And it's not us doing it. I mean, this is the other thing, that this is about the person themselves making the choice. It's about them saying that I've had enough. It's only going to get worse. I won't die anyway. Like I said, these people want to live. They don't want to die, but they don't have a choice. The choice they have is to die with dignity or to die without. And at the moment, they have no choice. They're forced to die in whichever way their illness takes them. So, again, I want to talk about this does happen in other countries. The one that's often mentioned is America, and in Oregon, the law changed in 1997, so that's 20 years ago, and it's been in place for 20 years, and the law there hasn't changed for 20 years. There's been no need to have to change it because they've got it fairly much right. And what we're looking for at Dignity is in line with what they've got in place. And like I said, it's been in place for 20 years. So, what we're looking for is a change in the law, and we're looking for it to be limited to terminally ill, mentally competent adults. It requires the dying person to end their own life and doesn't permit another person to do it for them. It allows for a waiting period from when the person first decides that that's what they want to do, they have to be, it has to be a time for them to reflect, to make sure that they are happy doing it. It requires assessment from doctors and a High Court judge. It allows the dying person to die at home. Now, I would ask you to try to put yourself in a position whereabouts you was terminally ill, you knew you was going to die, and you knew that it wasn't going to be a nice death. I don't say any death is nice, but sometimes you go asleep, you don't wake up, no pain, nothing else. You know, that's a nice death. This isn't a nice death. You know, depending on what people have, motor neurone and whatever cancer, it can go on for months, and it's rather nasty. Nasty for you, but also for your family. And I know on my side, I wouldn't want to inflict this on my family. It'd be bad enough me having to go through it. I wouldn't want my kids going through it, watching me like that. No. And that's what most other people think. And like I said, put yourself in the situation. What would you want? You know. And like I said, it's allowing people to have a safe, comfortable death. They're already dying. You can't change that. Wish you could. That would be lovely. You know. Okay, there are options at the moment. You can, if you've got enough money, you can go to, you know, Switzerland, you know, Digitas, but then you're looking at a lot of money for that. That's quite a few £1,000, you know. Or, like I said, the other option people have, well, two other options really, is to stay here and go through whatever the illness gives them at the end of their life. Or the other thing is for them to take their own life without any help. And in a way, you could say that, you know, they will, you know, commit suicide. I don't like the term suicide for this, but they, you know, they take their own life. The problem with this is that it's not a very nice way to do it, because some of these people, and we're talking about a lot, it's estimated 300 people a year who are terminal will take their own life by their own hands. Suicide, if you like. And that can be from anything from taking an overdose of whatever medication they can find, jumping off of high places, jumping in front of trains, you know, whatever they can do to end their life. And this is how, you know, scared, frightened, you know, or what position they're in. Now, I was shocked to find out that it's estimated that 300 people a year take that option. 300. That's almost one a day. So somebody today who's terminally ill is going to kill themselves by throwing themselves in front of the train, under a bus, jump out their bedroom window and kill themselves. And that's awful. I can't, you know, I just don't believe that we should be allowing this to go on. You know, and the base thing that it comes down to, that, you know, what Dignity believe is that dying people should have the means to control their death safely and comfortably at home. Now again, I would ask you, if you was terminally ill and you knew you was going to die, how would you like to die? And then I would say, at the moment, you've got no choice. You'll end up in a hospital bed, you know, and you'll be being looked after by whoever. Hopefully your family will look after you, but it may not be. But even if it's your family, they're going to be wiping your bottom and do whatever they need to do, and while you're in pain. And how's that going to affect them? I know, with my situation, what I've gone through with family, it stays with you. I know with my family and my friends, speaking to them, I know what they've gone through. I don't say there's a perfect answer. The perfect answer is people wouldn't get these horrible diseases, and everybody would have a lovely life and a lovely death. But I'm sorry, that isn't what happens. We all die, and we don't all die in a nice way. All I'm saying is that we need to make it better. Well, that's about me. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about this because it means a lot to me. If you feel strongly about this, please, join, Dignity in Dying. You can find it on the internet. You can find it on Facebook. I'm part of the East Kent, Dignity in Dying, and we are campaigning locally to get people to talk about it, whether it's MPs or your local councillors, whatever. And we need your help. So, well, that's it from me, from my shed, me having a little rant, and I will talk to you again shortly. Bye-bye.